What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Gamers Got Game. I'm your boy Dre. And man, we are at, well, and ladies, I didn't want that to come off as like I was just talking to men out there, but people, we are at the final, what is this? What's the Donald Trump thing going? I'm done. I use my hands, but I don't want to do, we're at the final moments, the final countdown, if you would, to the release of WWE 2K22. And the question is, how confident are we going into this? I don't know, but I think we should get into it. Let's go. Well. We almost there, y'all. Look, man. If you don't know, then you should know that I've done there I go again. I've done a lot of videos. Well, I've done quite a few videos on the lead up to WWE 2K22 and just the issues that I've had with, well, 2K20, if you would. I don't want to go past that right now. Let's just, well, actually we will dive into past that because there's some creation shit that's been going on for a long time that's needed to be updated that still hasn't. So, you know, I definitely want to talk about that. But 2K20, let's go back to that to start. Where do I begin? Look, I didn't know if I was gonna do another video before the release. Quite frankly, because I felt like I've said everything that I felt needed to be said. Also, maybe because I didn't have the confidence in 2K and WWE to actually do a legit gameplay trailer and a gameplay breakdown video type of shit, if you would. I didn't expect them to, I guess I just didn't have the confidence, you know. I didn't have the faith, if you would, that they were actually going to release that. See, especially after all the glitz and glam shit that they've been fluffing their other advertisements up with, you know, trying to, I feel like, appeal to the children, which is fine because, you know, it's professional wrestling. Like, you know, it being, especially WWE, it being a family show, you know, it's part of it's part of the territory, if you would. And so I don't have an issue with that, but the issue I do have is acting like children are the only ones who play this game, or acting like us, the adults, have the minds of a child and will forget and not question when we're given something like that, you know. But I know better. And I know that a lot of y'all out there know better. So the question is, were they ever going to do anything to show us, or to even give us some fucking confidence to dig into our pockets and pull out that hard-earned money and spend it on your damn video game? I didn't think they would. But lo and behold, they did. So not that long ago, maybe within a few days, a week, I finally seen a couple videos. One of them was a GM in depth, and the other one was an actual like gameplay breakdown of like the new grappling mechanics. Look, I don't want to make this video too long. We're almost there. We're gonna find out what's real, okay? And I get a chance to get hands-on and, you know, answer my own goddamn questions, or get my questions answered, if you would. But look, man, I'm gonna tell you like this. I feel like I've came off negative in some of my videos. I've tried to be as positive as possible, but, you know, I can only go off what they're, you know, putting out. And at the end of the day, they weren't putting out much at first, and then they started sprinkling in stuff, and then as of the last few months, they've actually been giving us a little bit. Look, the few things I gotta say about the most recent trailers that I've seen or whatever, is that it's the problem is when I say this, people are gonna go, "Are you kidding me? It looks way better." and what I'm gonna say, and it might not be the popular opinion, but it looks like WWE 2K20. Now wait, hold on a damn second. Hear me out here. It doesn't look like 2K20 as 2K20 stands right now. It looks like what 2K20 should have been. What WWE 2K20 should have been is what we're getting this year. So I guess is what I was hoping for, not so much expecting, but hoping for, was that we would get a game that not just is up to par with what we would have wanted out of WWE 2K20, but I was hoping we might get something that was a little more advanced, because you got to remember, we skipped, excuse me, my bad. You got to remember, we skipped 2K21, and we are at 2K22, WWE 2K22. Now, the thing I think of is with that is if 2K20 was up to par to where it should have been at the time, and then we would have got 2K21, what would 2K22 had been? It's interesting to think about. And the answer is, I don't know. I don't know if we would have got that, what we would have got with 21, and then if 22 would have been more advanced than what it is today. I don't know. A lot of us, I think, are just happy to be able to play a wrestling game again. Now, we did get one last year, but it wasn't what people expected. I had my own fun with it. It is what it is. But Battlegrounds, I think, is what it was. But with that being said, I think a lot of us are just happy to get something to finally play. And quite frankly, I understand where you're coming from. So it's one of those things where some people might say, okay, so that makes this acceptable. Well, no, not necessarily, but that is just kind of where we are at right now. So your options are to either accept where we are and whatever, or not accept it and just don't play the game anymore. That's okay. You're you know, to each their own. I'm just gonna say that, right? But because we are where we are, I am going to say that there's, first of all, the whole rework of the grappling system. Did we ever ask for this? I don't know if we ever asked for this, because there's a lot of shit that was wrong with 2K20, and I'm not sure if the grappling system was at the top of the list of things that needed to be fixed. And that's the thing. See, 2K, they do this. And mixed with WWE, it gets worse. They take what we say and they go, oh, okay, that's awesome, but this is what we're actually gonna fix. So when we come to them with a problem, they go, oh yeah, we know there's a problem, but it's never the issue that we had brought to the table. Okay, fair enough. Some people are gonna love the new combat system. I don't know. I'm not gonna judge it because I haven't played it yet. But hearing it and seeing it in action on the video I seen, not so much a fan of it. This whole thing about making games easy to just pick up and start playing like you've been doing it for years, I'm not a fan of this shit either. Listen, I don't think a game should be so complex that it takes someone months and months to figure out. Like, I understand if a game is too hardcore, then it definitely, it can deflect and turn off new and casual fans, right? And, you know, realistically, you kind of need them to pay the bills most of the time, right? So with that being said, I understand making things a little less complex. But man, one of the other problems with some WWE games is they get too fucking easy. And I don't want that either. See, that's a whole problem within itself. And this is my thing. It's like, this can create an issue that I didn't even address in any of my videos, you know. So there's that whole thing. We're gonna have to see what happens with that, man. You know, some YouTubers have touched on the graphics, how some, again, we're back at the same thing. Some characters look fucking awful and some look marvelous. The hair animations are still garbage. I imagine a lot of the creationist shit is the same shit we've seen since 2010. The faster pacing might make matches funner, it might not. You know, I don't know. I feel fucked up because I feel like I hope I didn't waste your guys' time with this video because I don't know what to expect. It looks like a lot of the same shit I've seen. It looks like some of the same shit I've seen, but done better. And then you got GM mode. GM mode, I'm gonna say like this. I love that they thought, or they actually listened to the audience when they decided to finally put this back in the mix. I love it. I have two problems. Actually, I don't even know if it's two. It might be more. One, did they only do this as a selling point? Will we get to GM mode? This is kind of like one problem mixed in a bunch, because will we get to GM mode and realize that it's not nearly as fleshed out as we wished it was? And do we start to realize that while they were fixing or fucking up the combat or the grappling system and mechanics, they could have been doing more for this mode? They could have been doing more for, like I said, the creation shit. They could have been doing more for the career mode that's called My Rise or whatever now. I'm just wondering, will we find out that they put a lot of time into something that we really didn't think was all that broken in the first place, or even broken at all? Maybe some tweaks here and there. What's with the referee counting so slow in this the videos I've seen too? I don't know. Anyhow, listen, I will be getting the game because I have to know. I will not be shelling out extra money for any of the deluxes, the special editions, any shit like that. The cover cases look dope. But listen, I'm not hating on the game, and I'm not saying it sucks because I don't fucking know. But I'm not as excited and for sure that this is going to be the Noah's Ark, if you would, that's getting us all back on board and off to a whole new landscape. I don't know. And it's too soon to tell, but we'll find out, man. What, March 8th for some, March 11th for the others. Anyway, y'all, that's my time. And until next time, peace out.